Dr. Michelle here, and I'm cranking out another video. Had a long work day, but I just wanted to keep going here because my commitment was to make another video on today's testimonial. So this one is on muscle spasms, and I am the patient again. I've had muscle spasms throughout my life, as probably many of you have, and they can occur in many different parts of our body. Very common one is our back area, be it our upper back, lower back, even, in our legs, our calves, it can occur. And it occurs when we least expect it. Now with the cold coming on, the winter and the fall, things tend to dry up and the moisture gets really dry. So that can make us more prone to dry tendons, muscles, and bones if we're not hydrating well in our diet with lots of water and staying well nourished with our diet. So I do also offer diet, nutrition, and lifestyle consultations along with what I'm going to share if you want more information on how to heal muscle spasms. So I just wanted to put that in as a little side note. Oh, Princess Annabelle joined us. I don't know if you can see her. Want to come on over and say hi? Let's say hi to YouTube land. Nope. Okay, I keep trying to convince her to come on and be in one of the videos. I am going to put up one of her videos very soon, though. It'll be a fun one. So anyhow, I'm the patient, and this was a muscle spasm that happened about a week ago. And all I was doing was laying in bed in the morning, waking up, and I did an ever so slight turn to my right, and my whole upper right side of my back, what a lot of people know is the wing in medical terms, the scapula, that whole scapula region, mid-scapular region seized up and spasmed. And I was like, okay, here comes a new muscle spasm. Oh, wait, here she comes. Here she is. Come here. She's playing around because she knows. Well, we'll see if she comes up. Anyhow, so my back spasmed and I had hardly moved. And that's the thing about muscle spasms is they can come on suddenly when you're, doing something like not even much of anything. You might be up to something intense, but it can come on very suddenly. And then there can also be a slow onset of muscle spasms. So they're very curious in that way. You never quite know how they're going to show up, but they can stop us in our tracks. But I feel like I have a lot of comfort knowing that I have what will help me. And usually I can resolve it within 24 hours without having to go to the doctor, except Dr. Foster. And so anyhow, I was laying in bed, turned to my right, and it came on, and the whole right side of my back seized up. And let me see. So like I said, I've had a long term of experiencing muscle spasms throughout my body. There she goes again. And I've been using this herbal medicine for a long time. So anytime I get a muscle spasm, it's like my emergency medicine, and I keep it in my own personal pharmacy. So I have quite the personal pharmacy. I probably have more of a personal pharmacy set up than my actual selling to my patient pharmacy. Because a lot of my pharmacy, I'm for patients, I'm shipping them out all over the nation, so people can get them all across the United States. They can be shipped right to you. But this one is called Flex SC. I don't have the actual bottle, except I am going to show you just the herbal bottles so you'll have an idea of how they come. But I have a lot of my herbs, since I take so many different formulas, I pour in baggies, and that's how I also travel with my herbs, because it's less bulky carrying all the bottles with me. So it's called Flex SC, and it is in my web store on my website at www.designedtoheal.biz. So you can purchase it there, or you can contact me and I can get the order shipped for you and answer any questions you have. I also offer complimentary herbal consultations to make sure that we're getting you on the right herbal formula. But this, for Flex SC, this is my go-to when I have a muscle spasm, muscle cramp. And let me put my glasses on. I'll read a little bit more of my experience here. So let's see. So what this herbal formula does, the Flex SC for myself, is it helps pretty immediately to relax my muscles and decreasing pain, which comes with relaxing the muscles. And then I usually have no muscle spasms within about 24 hours. I think later that night when I had this particular muscle spasm, I probably had maybe 60% of the muscle spasm left. And then by the next day, as I kept taking my herbal formula prescription and had it dosed correctly, it was gone by the next day in the afternoon or the evening. So that was pretty great. I love that when you get those type of results. So, because muscle spasms can be very debilitating. They can really stop us in our tracks depending on where they're at. They can last too for days and weeks. So to be able to resolve a muscle spasm within 24 hours is pretty remarkable. And for myself, this has been pretty much the average amount of time. Usually within 1 to 2 days, it's completely gone and resolved. I am also taking like I said, the correct dose. I'm staying compliant in taking the dosing throughout the day and taking it the proper way. And I'm also drinking a lot of water. So speaking of that, I'm feeling a little dry. Always good to have water with your herbs, room temperature or warm water, not tea, because that can neutralize and affect the herbal effect, and not juices or other drinks. Definitely not alcohol. I just had that question asked to me the other day by a patient. If you really enjoy your cocktail, your daily cocktail at night. I don't drink alcohol, but I know for some people that's really something that they like and can relax them. And I say to avoid it if you can while you're on your herbal medicine. But if you have to and you want to space it at least 2 hours from your alcohol beverage, just like you would your Western medicine prescriptions. So, and then try to do a smaller amount and do it alcohol intake infrequently if you're on herbal medicine protocol. So that would be my recommendation around alcohol. And your Western prescriptions. You want to space at least 1.5 hours to 2 hours. And I do have herbal videos in my Chinese medicine playlist. So if you want more herbal information, I think I have one just on herbal medicine therapy, which will give you lots of information. The herbs that I do prescribe have, they do about 15 different quality testings on their herbs. And they come from a company that I really love called Evergreen, and they are out of LA. So they come in a capsule or powder. I don't think this shows it. Let's see. Capsule or powder, which I'll show you the capsule. I personally don't like swallowing pills. I have a hard time getting it down my throat. But these capsules are very easy to swallow. Also, another trick that I've learned since I take a lot of herbal medicines is I like to take mine with warm water because the warmth helps it to dissolve down the throat and the GI tract a lot easier. So this is the capsule. That way too. I like the capsules a lot just because they're convenient and I can carry them with me. If I forget to take them, then I can have them on the road and just take them when I need to or when I want to. And then there is powder, which when I'm doing a lot of different herbal medicines, which I do tend to take probably at least 5 or 6 different herbal medicines in a day. A lot of it's maintenance now that I've got the conditions resolved. But if I'm repairing something that's pretty severe and I'm taking a lot of herbal medicines, powder is going to be your best friend, the granulars, because it takes a lot of capsules to get the right amount of dosing of grams in, and it means you're going to swallow a lot of capsules and the bottle's going to go pretty quickly. So if we're having to up the dose and increase it, the powder will last longer, and it will be also easier to take your medicine if you don't mind the flavor, because the flavor can be tasting like the earth. So that can be challenging if you have an adverse to taste and flavors. What I like to do is I just put it in a shot glass, and I explain this on my other herbal videos, that and I'll just kind of keep shooting it with water and making sure I get all the powder. But so there's also the powder, which is an option. Oh, that's my spoon. There's also the powder, which is an option, and really good, like I said, if we have to high dose your herbal medicine, or if you're taking a lot of other supplements and whatnot. So that's that. And then just a little bit more on what I experience when I'm taking the Flex SC is it's warming the area of, so it's going to help to increase movement of blood circulation and also oxygen flow, which always helps our bodies to heal. Because in Chinese medicine, pain is considered a stagnation, a blockage. So we want to get that blockage moving out and get things moving and flowing. And that's why when I practice my medicine in the clinic with my patients, I'm using a lot of warmth typically to get the blood flow going and really wanting to get the oxygen and blood moving. I mean, unless they're having an acute trauma, then I'm icing it right away to get the swelling down. But a lot of times these are chronic conditions, and so we're warming and we're moving the blood and the oxygen flow. It also helps my body to decrease the inflammation that comes with muscle spasms and cramps, and then it helps to relax my tendons and my muscles wherever the cramp or the spasm might be. So that's about it on today's testimonial for muscle spasms. If you, like I said, want to get some, it is on, that particular formula is in my website, and you get a complimentary consultation where we can review before you or do your order to confirm that you're getting the right herbal formula. That Flex SC is my go-to, definitely, for muscle spasms. So that is in the herb store at www.designedtoheal.biz, B-I-Z, which I'll also put in the comment or the description of the YouTube video. And then if you don't want to get it that way, you can also reach out and just contact me, schedule your phone call for your complimentary consult, and then place your order that way. You can email me at Michelle@designedtoheal.biz. And then if you want a more, like I mentioned in the very beginning of this video, if you want a more in-depth on treatment for your muscle spasms, I can dive in deeper. We can also treat it with ear seeds. I have some ear seeds on today. These are the crystal, Swarovski crystal. But I do also have the man style ones, the flesh color ones. And we can treat whatever ails you on the ear. So I have some ear seeds you can order on my website, or again, you can contact me for that. But if you want to get a more in-depth herbal consultation, where I also recommend food, what foods to avoid, what foods to take, different lifestyle things to do to help treat your muscle spasms, then you can schedule any length of time for a telemedicine appointment and we can dive deeper. So anyhow, I'm here for you. Please subscribe so we can continue to educate the public on integrative medicine, Eastern medicine, and beyond. And if anybody has a question or comment, please put that in the comment section there. And then I can also email you back if you have a question or want to schedule an appointment. So take good care. Remember, you want to stay warm and cozy. That's why I've got my nice woolly on, because it is really cold. It's that season and we want to stay warm and nourished so our muscles stay warm and nourished and keep the blood flowing. So anyhow, Dr. Michelle signing off, and I'll see you again for the next live video. Okay, take good care. See ya.